discuss about a comparative analysis of international design projects. So we will see like how architectural projects from across the world are dealing with this overall climates, and how they are actually going for the like a sustainable designs. So one of the beautiful examples I have taken is from like this Netherlands. Okay, so this is the greenest building actually called in the like a Netherlands. So it doesn't uses any external fuel, any external electricity, water or even like a sewage. It actually caters to all its needs from the site itself, and it actually recycles everything on the site itself. So this is one of the actually most amazing actually projects from across the world. So that is why I have chosen this to give you the first example of this building. So you see this it has actually followed a unique design, for like this solar photovoltaic like panels. So on this actually this parabolic actually the shape in the daytime they use for like collecting the for this power generation, and in the night time they use this actually trough for like a harvesting water from the like a dew and the atmospheric actually this precipitation. So and this is actually typical cross section. So you can see the parking level in the like a basement, service areas, greenhouse like a visiting areas over here technically, this technical cross section of Florida like a 2012. And this further here like a four storage of like multi-purpose spaces and offices. Further in the lower level, you can see this building utilizes this thermal this energy of this the ground beneath this actually project, and it uses this fine wire heat exchangers, use of like very low temperature actually this thing. So you see like how this water is being sent actually in the lower floors, for like a heat exchange and all that. And secondly, like it uses like lightweight concrete large span double actually flooring system. You see one unit is suspended here in the air, so to cover actually the floors, wider floors with the minimal amount of actually energy, and self-sufficiency in general utilities. So this building practically has achieved a self-sufficiency. It doesn't require actually any type of like a fuel or energy or anything, a resource from the outside. So one of the actually most beautiful and amazing actually examples. You must actually look for this project for like a detailed understanding of this project, once you are done with this lecture. So one by one, I'll show you some examples from across the world. This is actually a rainwater harvesting tank from Kerala. So well, these kind of like efforts are being used, everywhere. Kerala is known for like this water surplus actually state. There is a huge amount of water, available in like a groundwater, as well as it receives like a huge amount of like this rainfall also every year, but still they have actually this kind of like a systems in the place, which is worth praising. The next example of this California Academy of Sciences from San Francisco, California. So this is a sustainable building designed by famous architect Renzo Piano. So you can see like how they have used this an extensive actually this landscaping on this campus, and this urban heat island effect to counter. They have used actually this green actually surface on the top of this building. The next building is from like a Seattle. This was opened in 2013 on the Earth Day. This office located in Seattle, Washington is infamous for being a zero energy building. The entirety of its energy consumption is fully covered by the 575 solar panels on the top. You can see that harvest more than it uses in a year. So yes, the claim is definitely bona fide. This Miller Hull designed 6-story building has even got a living building certificate. So one of the very unique features, like we have been discussing, buildings are like living organisms, but here they have started already giving this certification system also, like and this building has received it's like a living building certificate. The next is the Edge from Amsterdam. The Edge is an app control green building, situated in Amsterdam, designed by PLP architecture firm. This office refrains actually traditional electric lights and embraces LED technology powered by what they call digital ceiling. It's basically a sensor system connected by computer cables, preempting lighting needs instead of running at a fixed rate. And it is estimated to save 80% of the energy compared to traditional lighting. Window blinds are flexible to adjust with the app. Outside, the building exterior is clad with solar panels to generate electricity. Temperatures inside are controlled by pumping cooler and warmer water from different altitudes in an aquifer. No wonder this building got 98.3% in British rating system, Building Research in Establishment Environment Assessment Methodology. Commonly, we know it as BREEAM. The highest score received by any building till date. So this is one of the actually beautiful examples of like how the buildings can be integrated with the technology, and can be actually optimized for like energy as well as like resource consumption. Next, we have this Copenhagen. This is from Copenhagen. So Copenhagen is an eco-friendly power plant that incinerates wastes to generate electricity. Opened just a few years back in 2017, the multi-purpose project was commissioned to Bjarke Ingels Group (BIG), where genius young architect Bjarke Ingel is the founding partner and creative director. The 16,000 square meter structure is designed to convert 4 lakh tons of waste per year into scads of clean energy, enough to power over 1 lakh homes within the region, emitting zero toxin in the process to the atmosphere's advantage. And outstanding it is as a waste to energy plant, Copenhagen is also a superb sports facility. Capped by over 500 meter ski slope design, visitors could use it for like hiking trails, snowboarding, playground, trail running, etc., wall climbing and skiing, etc. The last one is what locals are most thankful for, because even though Denmark receives heaps of snow in the winter, it is generally geographically flat, preventing it from being ideal terrain for ski and snowboard enthusiasts. So you see like how this building is converted into a recreational arena also in the like a winter months as a like a ski arena, so, and with no actually toxic like effluents or exhaust. This building consumes waste to generate energy. So one of the actually amazing examples of like a sustainability in the like a recent times. The next example is Taipei 101. You may have seen this building in pictures, or you may have been to this place in Taiwan. This is from Taipei 101. Is a super tall skyscraper designed by C.Y. Lee, standing proudly over 509 meters high. The architecture is deemed as the world's tallest green building by Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design LEED certification system. Back in like a summer of 2011, it's a double pane window block external heat by 50%. It uses low flow water system that effectively lessens its water consumption by 30%, saving roughly 7.4 million gallons of water each year. It is also expected to save over 14 million kilowatt hours of electricity, equivalent to approximately $1.2 million each year. Further, we have this example of One Angel Square from Manchester. Award-winning architecture practice 3D Reed had flexibility in mind when they designed One Angel Square. The structure of the office building located in Manchester is convenient and open to reorganization, so tenants could easily rearrange the space as they see fit. This ultimately saves the energy and cost needed to refit the whole system. The building's facade is designed to be double-skinned, reducing cooling and heating costs. Underground concrete tubes were installed to bring in cool air via a heat exchanger. Inside, the stylish furniture are made to recycle of like waste pallets. For the whole system, it got a BREEAM score of 95.16%. Okay, this you must be aware of. This is like an Apple Park from California. It's a recently actually completed building. One must say Apple's latest headquarters is the ultimate architectural achievement of how the campus of a visionary company should be designed. Designed by Foster Plus Partners firm, the 7 lakh 8,200 square meter complex was Steve Jobs' vision that he got when he walked through the London's Hyde Park. The campus includes a central ring-shaped building that runs completely on sustainable energy harvested by the solar panels that cap the spaceship-like megastructure. The canopies are installed between each floor to protect staff from the intense California sun. Each canopy is further equipped with a ventilation system that dispenses air in and out of the building. All in all, this is a sustainable architecture that actually breathes. So here you can see from the site itself, the rest of the actually area, apart from this building, looks like a place of like a landscape, a densely landscape area, a green space even inside this circle. If you see, it's a highly vegetated area, and this building is capped by these solar photovoltaic panels for like harvesting energy. So this building is also one of the best examples of sustainable projects in the recent times. The next one, Eden Project Cornwall, from Cornwall, a mega project envisioned to make a better life for all. Eden Project is a public attraction situated in Cornwall, UK. Nestled in a huge crater, this Nicholas Grimshaw designed complex consists of two massive enclosures that house thousands of plant species in adjoining domes, simulating a rainforest and Mediterranean environment respectively. All water used to create the humid conditions of the rainforest biome and to provide the toilet facilities are sanitized rainwater, while main water from the public infrastructure is used for like a hand washing and cooking. For electricity, when project uses renewable energy from adjacent wind turbines. At the end of 2010, the Eden project was granted permission to build a geothermal electricity plant. It is estimated to generate 4 megawatts of sufficient to supply Eden and approximately 5,000 like households also. So you see the unique actually structure and the unique adoption like in this place, like how they have built this structure. Further, we have this Shanghai Tower from Shanghai. Most people recognized Burj Khalifa as the tallest building in the world at the moment, but little did they know that the building at the second place is nothing to be overlooked. Well, a new building has also come up in those actually countries you may be aware of, who have actually overtaken all to be the tallest building. Well, this building standing at 632-meter high, Shanghai Tower is both an architectural wonder as well as a sustainable one also. Opened in year 2015, the Gensler Design Office, hotel and retail complex is clad with transparent second skin, creating a buffer of captured air for natural ventilation, automatically reducing energy cost. Its exterior lights are powered by 270 wind turbines that incorporated into a facade. Thanks to these measures, the tower receives a platinum LEED certification for using significantly less power than most skyscrapers would. Further, I would like to explain one project in detail. This is the project, the Edith Green, from Wendell Wyatt Federal Building, Portland, Oregon. The Edith Green Wendell Wyatt EGWW Federal Building is an 18-story, 512,474 square foot office tower in downtown Portland, Oregon. Originally built in 1974, the building received funding from American Recovery and Reinvestment Act to undergo a major renovation to replace outdated equipment and systems. This funding actually stipulated the project must meet the stringent energy and water conservation requirements of the Energy Independence and Security Act (EISA). As significant as the 55% energy use reduction and 65% water use reduction are, the most remarkable result of the renovation was the increased occupant satisfaction achieved. 1 year after moving into EGWW, tenants indicated increased satisfaction compared to their temporary quarters in a survey for the Center for the Built Environment. So we will see some images and more details of this project. So this is the actually building. So it was an actually existing building, and a retrofitting exercise was actually carried out here to make it sustainable. And also this is actually a model project for GSA nationwide, both as a premier federal office space and as an energy efficient renovation project. Well, on the design and innovation front, the vertical reeds support climbing vines and give occupants a connection to the nature. Well, regional and community design, the area surrounding EGWW is rich with transportation services that reduce workers' need to drive. So they actually rely mostly on like a public transport. Land use and site ecology, the building's west-facing needs filter the sun's rays and host a variety of like a native deciduous vines. Bioclimatic design, as you can see here on this section, because of the importance daylighting plays in human health and comfort, the project optimized daylighting in the perimeter zone utilizing a task ambient approach to the lighting. Light and air, key to the building's energy efficient design was transforming the existing uninsulated facade to a high performance curtain wall with elevation specific shading devices. Water cycle, 65% water savings has been achieved through a dual strategy of incorporating water conserving plumbing fixtures together with a rainwater collection system. Energy flows and energy future. Since its completed renovation, EGWW's energy consumption has been cut in half. Post-occupancy studies have allowed for fine-tuning of its systems and thus additional energy savings. Materials and construction. Over the course of a year, EGWW transformed from a precast concrete facade to a high-performance curtain wall. You can see in this picture how the transformation has took place. Long life loose fit. The primary design goal was to transform the existing building from an aging energy hog to one of the premier environmentally friendly buildings in the nation. So this is the how this project has actually succeeded in its intent. Finally, we will see one more example of a sustainable building constructed in the recent times. This is Harvard Business School's Tata Hall Executive Education Center on the Harvard Way, Boston, Massachusetts. This is in United States of America, and this was rated under the LEED New Construction version 3, and it has received LEED Platinum rating in year 2014. So I would briefly give you information about this project. Where why is it called like a Tata Hall? This was actually funded by the Honorable Ratan Tata from India as a philanthropic work he has studied in his early days from this Harvard Business School. So, this Tata Hall Executive Education Center serves as a model for a high performance building design on the Harvard Business School campus. The project's design is centered on creating a healthy and sustainable learning, living and working environment that is focused on human comfort, energy and water conservation and environmental stewardship. The seven-story 1,53,700 square foot multi-use building located to the west of the Charles River provides living and learning spaces for the HBS Executive Education Program. Tata Hall houses 22 living groups with 180 bedrooms and associated living group lounges, two 99% case method classrooms, seminar spaces, project rooms, reception lounges, and administrative offices. The project team applied an integrated approach to sustainable design, which incorporated environmental strategies that influenced all aspects of the building's design. The site and landscape were designed to integrate strategies to reduce stormwater runoff and create a comfortable outdoor environment. The building envelope was designed to meet a high performance target for occupant comfort while reducing total energy use of the building. The daylighting design creates well-lit workspaces for students, faculty, and staff, offering solar control during critical periods of the day to reduce cooling loads and create a high-quality visual environment. The high-efficiency HVAC system provides comfort, high indoor air quality, user control, and energy conservation, while the plumbing design strategy conserves potable water use. The project design achieved LEED Platinum certification. Some major actually project metrics. You see 48% water savings compared to an energy policy act of 1992 baseline, 43% reduction in energy costs compared to the baseline standard, 5.2% of energy used by cost is provided by an on-site renewable energy system, photovoltaic solar cells. 92% of regularly occupied areas have access to views. 90% of individual spaces, including bedrooms, have individual lighting control. 90% of individual spaces, including bedrooms, have individual thermal comfort controls also. So you see some of the facts are given here on the left side. The location in Boston, rating system was used like a LEED New Construction version 3. Certification it has received Platinum. Total points it has received 82 out of 110. On the sections, these are the actually sections in the LEED certification system. So on the sustainable sites, it has received 22 out of 26. Water efficiency 6 points out of 10. Energy and atmosphere 28 out of 35. Materials and resources 6 points out of 14. Indoor environmental quality 11 out of 15. Innovation and design 6 out of 6. Regional priority 3 out of 4. So you can see innovation and design, it has received the maximum actually a criteria points, so which shows the kind of emphasis and attention given by the architects and the designer and the other stakeholders involved in this actually project. So some of the actually pictures you can see from here, how this building is utilizing these actually glazed these surfaces to create a huge and wider spaces from even if while you are sitting inside you can have a look till far places, maximizing even the daylight intake inside the this space. You see here the sunlight, this shade is actually falling from this side, so it is entering till a deeper inside this particular space, reducing the actually need of electricity based luminaires. See, the landscaping is also like designed in such a way that it feels like as if we are sitting integrated with the outside and the outer like a landscape of this particular place. On the energy efficiency and indoor environmental quality, if you see like how they have actually worked to actually for the like a fresh air change, using actually in the these methods in the like a summer condition and in the winter condition. In the like indoor environmental quality, like high efficiency lighting with the appropriate light levels, filtered outdoor air for ventilation, occupancy sensors and control, daylight access and views, high performance double skin facade. For the landscape and site, you can see in this like a diagram, this site plan over here. This is the building, and how they have actually integrated with the neighboring actually building which are existing from before over here, and how they have responded with the actually language of this curvaceousness of the like a facade. The neighboring buildings have actually this curvaceous actually front lines, so the same language is adopted here in this building as well. Yeah, plumbing systems and potable water use reduction. So they have used low flow pumping plumbing fixtures, water efficient appliances, water efficient irrigation systems, reduced HVAC water uses. This is the site, and this is actually location of a Harvard Business School. You can see from the aerial image. Okay, in the layout in this like area, you can see this is the location of this project. Okay, and how you see these building facades have these actually curvaceous front faces, so the building is actually following the same actually visual language. Okay, and that is why it has received the maximum actually values in like innovation and design. This is the actually this report card of this lead certification. Okay, with the points given to this building, you can see this slide in detail for your deeper understanding, like how these actually finer criterias are evaluated, and how much like ratings are given in each of them. Okay, so this actually building gives one of the actually best examples, like how a building can actually work for like a sustainable like goals, how we can minimize the impact. Okay, so we one actually the reason for giving you these actually case examples from around the world, from like different corners of India and the world, is to make you aware of the actually state of the art actually advancements happening in this area. You must actually learn from these projects. You can actually apply these strategies in your designs. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of this lecture. Thank you everyone.